Hey, I've been making this game every single day. Every day. Non-stop. Seriously, all the time. Of course, I can't live off game development, so I work a full-time job, which means I code from the moment I get home until I sleep. Believe it or not, 20 days ago, I didn't even know how to use Unity. I only did the tutorial for about an hour. There were tons of lessons, and yeah, Unity has a crazy amount of features, but I couldn't wait. So I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna build the game I want to make, right now. Now I should mention this. I'm a programmer by trade. I've written more code than I care to admit. Even with AI tools these days, I'll be honest, it's still pretty tough if you're starting with zero coding experience. But if you've got the basics, you can totally do this. There's a reason I've been pouring everything into this game. I've worked as a software engineer for over a decade. And I know it sounds insane, but I've worked 15-hour days. I've stayed up for 3 days straight. No exaggeration. There were weekends where I'd stay at the office all night, only to roll right into Monday morning. I know that sounds impossible, but I lived it. And then, something happened. Something that made me shift everything toward game development. But I won't go into that here. That story would take a whole movie to tell. This project isn't just a hobby. It's not for fun. I know this might sound ridiculous, but I treat this like a startup, like building a real company. I want to deliver something truly great to the world. No shortcuts, no compromises. Yes, I'm doing this alone. And to a big game studio, that might sound like a joke. But the world has changed. With AI, with the tools we have now, things that were impossible just a few years ago are suddenly within reach. If I pick the right genre and stay laser-focused, I believe even one person can build something incredible. Choosing the right genre, that's everything. Even with AI, there are still limits. I mean, could I build something like Zelda, Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy? Honestly, I don't think so. Those games require massive teams, professional writers, world-class artists, and hundreds of millions in budget. That's just not something one person can realistically replicate. Now, I've seen some incredible solo devs make high-quality action games, and I have nothing but respect for them. But for me, that path felt impossible. The genre I've decided to focus on is roguelikes. Specifically, the kind inspired by games like Shiren the Wanderer. Now, I've been playing this game for over 20 years. I love it. But that's not why I chose it. There are two main reasons. First, it's low cost to develop. Second, I believe it has huge potential. Let me explain how these games work. The player explores a randomly generated dungeon, floor by floor. Each floor creates a new layout, new enemies, new items, and a staircase to the next level. You reach the stairs, you move on. It's a simple gameplay loop. And once that loop is working, the core of the game is basically done. Compared to RPGs or action games, the development cost is significantly lower. As for the potential, I think it's underrated. Shiren is an amazing product, but it's never had massive worldwide recognition. It's niche, sure, but the fan base is incredibly loyal. I mean, people are still streaming Torneko's Great Adventure 3, a game that came out 20 years ago. That says something. So yeah, maybe it's not a fully logical argument, but I genuinely believe this genre has untapped potential. Even if I manage to build something great, chances are no one will ever see it. Like most videos on YouTube, it'll probably disappear, unnoticed. But if you've watched this far, I'd really appreciate your help. One single subscribe, one like, one comment. It might actually change the fate of this entire project. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.